It's eclipse season, and not just that, but in the real sky all around us, it is still Aquarius season. And eclipse season plus Aquarius season is a big revelatory time to deeply understand yourself, love yourself, become even more expressed in who you are so that you can serve the collective. Imagine every single individual on the planet getting to be exactly who they are without hurting anybody else by being who they are. Everyone gets to prosper and everyone gets to contribute in the way we're each uniquely meant to. These are the future Aquarian times that many teachers have spoken about. Right now, we're getting a glimpse into what needs to be released and healed in order for us to get there. Here's a clip from my Cosmic Arts training recording that I did earlier today, as I am now in my sweats and my cozies. And it is all about what this eclipse season has in store for us, and especially for those of you that are cosmic readers that are wanting to attune to the true sky, wanting to read the sky, wanting to read the 13 signs and all of the signs above and below the ecliptic. We're going to dive into it. Today is also a very special day because it is the day that the Aquarius sun is aligned to the fixed star below Aquarius. It kind of looks like it's at Aquarius's feet, but it's actually in the first the first fish of Pisces before Pisces season begins. I'm going to talk all about that here. And if you want more, get inside of Cosmic Arts training. The link is below. And if you want a space to talk about the cosmos and attune to the natural cycles, including downloads of my natural solar calendar for the whole year, then join the Cosmic Conversation. There's still spots to get in for $29 off per month. So it's a really great deal. And let's see what the stars have in store for all of us. So what's really unique about this Aquarius season is it started off with a new moon and a solar eclipse. Very, very powerful energy. And this was also the start of the lunar new year of the fire horse. And I have some things to say about that are different from what most people have been sharing online. I only saw one woman sharing about this aspect of the horse, and I myself am a horse. So I feel like I have very embodied truth to share about this, even though the Chinese zodiac is something that I only just dabble in. And I am considering finding a really great Chinese astrologer to come in and teach us about the lunar years and how to embody them. But I haven't found one yet that is a resonant teacher for me. So if you have any that you recommend, please let me know in the comments below and I will find them to bring into the cosmic arts arena. Okay, so Aquarius season with eclipse season is so immense because Aquarius always brings us to this point of deeper awareness, higher knowledge, and higher sense of what we can do to contribute to the collective, to contribute for the good of all. And then eclipse season brings about change, massive change. It's not necessarily chaotic. It's about alignment through releasing things that no longer need to be there. Sometimes this can happen really rapidly, even emotionally, or you just make big decisions and shifts happen in a way that almost feels miraculous or instantaneous at times. It doesn't have to be chaotic, but it isn't really a time to do spell work or intention setting or typical manifestation. It's a time for contemplation and sitting and kind of being that passenger in your life and witnessing what is unfolding and how is it unfolding for me? How is it in service to me, to the collective, to the world at large? Okay, so we've been in eclipse season for the past week. So how has it been feeling? How have you been noticing the shifts inside of your body and also collectively? And for those of you reading for clients, what have you been noticing as you talk about the cosmos, as you talk about the stars and human design in your own practices? I'm really, really curious. Comment below. So let's look at what this Aquarius season, starting with the solar eclipse, really has in store for us. So first, I pulled up the Just Now chart. We'll talk about that later. But here is the astrology for today. So I'm not looking at specifically the solar eclipse. I'm looking at where are we now 6 days after. And as you can see, there's a really high concentration of planets that are in Aquarius at the start of Pisces, Mars is still in Capricorn. Pluto is in Capricorn. Interestingly, right now, at the time of this recording, the midheaven is right over top of Pluto. So that's very powerful, especially for what you do publicly, for your career, for, that high noon, high energy, high light in your life. It's being transformed. It's being reworked. And I can absolutely feel this for myself personally. The projects I thought I was taking on are now completely off my plate. And now new creative potential is present for me. And there is, the emotional alignment to what is it that I want to put energy towards, especially as a mom. So you might be feeling some of that shift as well. Really, really immense. Like, honestly, you might be feeling, oh, this was my path. This was my purpose. And now it's kind of being reconfigured. So really powerful shifts. And we do also have a majority of the planets right now in the 10th house. So this particular time, at least today, might feel very aligned to your public life, to your service, to your career, what it is that you do in exchange for money, in exchange for value, contribution, service. And we have a lot of planets all activating and integrating at once. So we have the sun here in Aquarius. The North Node is pretty close by, which is what's going to happen when we have the full moon. The next lunar eclipse, the sun and the North Node are going to meet. So again, these are very powerful nodal meetings, which is what happens in eclipse season, is that the new moon and the full moon are aligned to the nodes. And this is so profound because it gives you this opportunity to reconnect to your destiny, to your expansion point as a soul. How can you grow? How can you learn during this one precious life in this body? And it being an Aquarius season is all about this twofold expression of Aquarius, which is being 100% you, being 100% your unique, individual, differentiated, unique self expressed as you, showcasing your art, your individuality, your style, you knowing you and loving you and expressing who you are, right? That is Aquarius, quirkiness, wildness, weirdness, fully expressed. And doing that in a way that actually gives you so much ease and permission to serve in the background, right? Aquarius, I think of them as so expressed in who they are that it's effortless for them to serve and support other people because they're loving on themselves and filling their own cup and fully aware and in love with who they are and their own expression, that they have all of this extra capacity to serve. Whereas when we're trying to compartmentalize and put ourselves into boxes or identity molds that our parents or society or friends or communities want us to be in, and we're not actually being authentic to ourselves, we can feel really depleted. That takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to not be yourself. And so when you're essentially wasting all of that energy on conformity and being liked or trying to belong, you have way less energy and resources and ingenuity to give to the collective, to give back and to contribute to society, to community, to your family. And this is what Aquarius is here to teach us. When we fully embrace who we are, then we get to really give our gifts to the collective. And then everyone is served. Imagine everyone on the planet being free to do that. Right? That is what the Pluto and Aquarius times are really going to bring in. But first, we've got to move through all of this Pluto Capricorn BS to have a system of power that is actually here to serve, right? That is what Aquarius is about. Let's all serve ourselves and let's serve each other so that everyone has the freedom to be themselves, right? It's truly humanist. And it feels like very like almost idealistic and higher dimensional, this like form of unity and individual expression. But it's actually so logical and common sense, right? I feel like Aquarian energy is the ultimate law. It's truly universal law, a deep honoring of humanity and individuals. But it seems kind of out of this world, right? It feels alien because it's not how the human race has been conditioned to function for a very long time, especially under patriarchal controlling rule. But that is all shifting. That is all changing. So during this next full moon next week and lunar eclipse, we're going to really have a powerful time. I just want to make sure Am I saying that correctly? I just want to check my calendar. There's a little kitty that walked by. Oh, I love these little orange tabbies. I was going to call them golden tabbies. So I do have my natural calendar that's available inside of my Cosmic Conversation. If any of you want to join that, everyone in Cosmic Arts Training has a discount forever. It's only $26 a month forever for you. But I am going to be adding the monthly calendars to Cosmic Arts Training. You just won't get the whole calendar at once, so you can look at the year ahead, but you'll be able to see each season. So we just finished Capricorn, and now we're going into Aquarius. Yeah, we're going to have the lunar eclipse with the Leo full moon on the 3rd of March. So this is going to be such a powerful shift, but tomorrow we're going to have our first quarter moon. And then today we have a very powerful meeting of the sun meeting Fomalhaut. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Fomalhaut, which is the Aquarius royal star. It's actually not an Aquarius at all. It aligns to Aquarius. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But this is a very powerful portal. It's a very powerful 2-week span. And of course, eclipse season lasts until the next new moon. So we do have some time to integrate it all. But this is a very powerful time to come into alignment with like what really would serve you and then therefore serve the collective, right? Because we each have something to contribute to the world, to create peace, to create beauty, to create art, to create more love, expressions of love. And Aquarius really is all of the stars and constellations are our guide paths to a deeper expression of love in different forms, in different versions, in different aspects of the same thing. And so with the sun really close to the North Node and going to be approaching that North Node as we get to the full moon, it's going to be so powerful to collect and connect to your own personal destiny, to what would really deeply serve you and therefore serve the collective, because it's okay for both to happen, right? As you serve, you get to be served, right? Otherwise, you might just be depleted. I want to talk about Mars here because Mars is still in Capricorn. Let's look at what it looks like in the sky. So this is the sun right in the hips and the close to the jewels, right? Aquarius is one of the only constellations that is human, and the sun and the planets actually pass through their genitals, their places of creativity and baby making. And I think this is especially interesting because my personal perspective, and the more that I sit with it, is that Aquarius is a mer being. So it's actually showing this midpoint, this area of alchemy where it's no longer human. It's this divine mythical creature. I think this is very interesting as a water bearer, and especially because it aligns to this royal star, Fomalhaut, which is actually in the mouth of the fish. So we can see here, it's in the mouth of this fish, which is also called Alpha Pisces. It's the first fish. So there's first this fish of Pisces, and then we have the water bearer creating the beautiful ocean of Pisces, where we get the other two fish of Pisces. But this is the first fish at the feet of the Aquarian mer being. And so the sun is currently aligned to this royal star. And this royal star is very much connected to fortune, artistic pursuits, and creation. It can be indicative of malefic energy or not so good energy for power systems, for politics, right? That's definitely what is happening to politics right now. It's very malefic energy. Politics is under destruction and under war, which is exactly where it should be, because it has been corrupt and not serving the collective, not serving the earth in its highest order. And Aquarius is here to right that. So I think what's interesting is if we consider Aquarius not just as this like ultimate kind of hyperdimensional alien being, but as a primordial mer energy of the earth that is both human and mythical and creature and animal, and a mammal that swims in the oceans with the dolphins and the whales and the sharks and the turtles and the marine life and the depths that are present in the ocean, we really understand them as a keeper, as a keeper of the earth. And then their relationship to the mer dragon or the water dragon of Capricorn. If you want the rest of that collective reading, it is only inside of Cosmic Arts Training, where I do a monthly live collective reading where you can join, add in your 2 cents, your cosmic art, and also learn how to read the sky for your astrology, human design, and Gene Keys practice, or just your general life. If you want to join the daily conversation about what's going on in the cosmos and get my digital download of the solar calendars for Aquarius season now, moving into Pisces and etc., and then lunar calendars are coming into May, then join the cosmic conversation below. It's the most affordable way to get attuned to natural time with me. It's stellar to subscribe.